4. Today we're going to be going over episode 5 of Hunt a Killer Moon Summit Mystery, and we will be going over the investigation that I conducted into this episode. So, in this episode we received 9 items: Amy Takahashi's letter, a weekly report, an injury report, a termination memo, a textbook page, a receipt, a photo, a flask, and a feline bone. And we also look over some online evidence. So if you follow along, you know that Hunt a Killer is a monthly subscription where there is 6 months or 6 boxes or 6 episodes where you solve a case. So what I do is I go ahead and I pay for the 6 months. And for the next case, Curtain Call, which we will be getting to very soon, I paid, I think, $165. And so that makes it much cheaper than paying monthly. Also, you can expedite boxes. So, like, say you're on Moon Summit Mystery. You can go ahead and expedite boxes, meaning you don't have to wait a month for the next box to come. You can go online and sign up to get it right away. For Curtain Call, of course, since that's a new case, they cannot expedite boxes, but that's okay. I'm willing to wait for a month for the next one, which actually mine should be coming very soon. I've been busy and I haven't been able to put up many videos, but I'm going to get through this Hunt a Killer Moon Summit Mystery case with you guys very quickly so that you can follow along and also follow along with me on Curtain Call if you are up to speed. So, let's get started on the investigation. So you know so far that Toby Mendia has been murdered. He was a photographer on expedition to Moon Summit National Park. Now this expedition is to look for the ghost lynx in Moon Summit National Park in Alaska. So, the letter from Amy tells us to look at an audio file on Deviant Tracker, and it's a clip from the day of the murder. She also says to check out a document called Emails in her university account. The weekly report in the file was written by Nigel on May 8th, 2018. The weekly report was written by Nigel on May 9th, 2018, and sent to Whitlock University. It talks of the expedition members that were at the camp for 5 days at this point, and Lillian had put Toby in danger already. So I found that was interesting. Now, what is next is also written by Nigel Ricci, and it is an injury report for an incident on August 17th. And this injury report tells of Toby and Emma getting into a fight, and Emma struck Toby in the face. Later, Toby revealed that someone had brought alcohol into the park. So in the unboxing, we talked about, like, this box being very Emma heavy. So the next piece of evidence we were sent was a termination memo to Emma where Whitlock University formally fired her. The memo tells us several incidents that Emma had had. And interestingly enough, the next piece of evidence is also about Emma, and it is a textbook page. The textbook page looks like it's from an animal law book, and the red notes look like Emma's. This box seems to be just so Emma heavy. So, the next thing, the next thing flew out of the folder. Here it is. It is a picture, and the picture is taken at 9:48 p.m. on August 29, 2018, according to its timestamp. around the same time that Toby was murdered. And it is of a waterfall, so we can assume that it was taken at High Ground Falls. High Ground Falls is number 12 on the map right here. Okay, so, and that's where Toby was murdered, so it's very far away. The notes on the back of the photo are right there, and that indicates that it's Lillian's photo. Okay, so the next piece of evidence that we need to look at probably, we've seen that and that, and the two pieces of evidence here is this. So this is a receipt for a 5-month permit for Moon Summit National Park, right? And this receipt, there's a coded message on the back, right here. And it's the same type of code that we encounter from episode 3. So we can reuse that code to decipher this message, which is, and right here I will insert a spoiler alert, so please fast forward about 30 seconds to a minute if you want to figure this out yourself. Also, you do have to decipher the crossed out code on the top, and that is August 31st, AUG 31. And then the message says, enact plan, catacombs. So very interesting. Next we're going to go over the flask, because it fits along with other evidence. So this was found between 2 tents, and what the interesting thing is there is CW engraved on the bottom. So who would CW stand for? Conrad Willingham. That's interesting. So I wonder how this comes into play. Toby did mention that there was alcohol involved in that one incident. So did Conrad orchestrate that? Does he know about Emma's hot temper? Does he know maybe about an alcohol problem that she has? It'd be really interesting to find out more about that. So, with the jawbone that was found inside the lab tent, what I did was I went on to Deviant Tracker, and on there there's data and an animal identification chart. And the thing is that I could not match this up with any animals that would be found in Moon Summit National Park on that animal identification chart. So, excuse me, I found that was interesting. If that's not from an animal in the park, where is it from? So, with the online evidence, we were able to eliminate another suspect. So, let's talk about the email chain first. This is an email chain about Emma and whether Whitlock University should fire her. It turns out that Conrad okayed Emma's firing. So I'm beginning to think that Conrad is very sneaky, and he's conniving, just like Lillian is, and maybe he brought Emma on this trip to start trouble and manipulate the situation. Because I've said before that I believe Lillian is also like conniving. She's willing to manipulate the situation and stuff like that. So I thought that was very interesting. So there's also online evidence on Deviant Tracker, and what it is of Lillian. Let me see if I printed it off. So I printed off the audio transcript from the audio, and what it is Lillian using her recorder to take notes. In the background you can hear rushing water, and this means that Lillian is near High Ground Falls, way over here, when she's recording this. And what's interesting about it is that Toby was killed at Echo Cavern on the other side of the park between 9 and 10:15 p.m. So if you paired this audio with the photo that was sent in this case, where did I put it? Well, I can't find the photo, you guys. It's around here somewhere. But when you pair this audio with the photo that was taken, the photo was taken around the same time Toby was killed, and the audio backs the photo up. And that means that we can eliminate Lillian as a suspect. So Lillian was my number one suspect, and now she's been eliminated. So I am very confused as to where to go. I am not sure whether it was Emma with her hot temper who murdered Toby, or if Conrad, who seems to be, you know, more and more manipulative the more episodes we get, if he had some kind of motive. And I found the picture, by the way. That's of High Ground Falls. That's when, around the time Toby was murdered, and Lillian took this, so she can be eliminated. Man, I can't believe that, my number one suspect. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was Conrad or Emma now that my number one suspect's been eliminated. So I look forward to unboxing episode 6 and getting into that investigation with you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.